How do trees defy physics? The tallest tree on Earth is a coast redwood in California, 380 feet tall. Every day, water travels from its roots all the way to the top. Here's the problem. If you tried to suck water up a straw, even with a perfect vacuum, you'd max out at 34 feet. That's it. Atmospheric pressure won't let you go any higher. If you're pulling from above, that's the limit. But this tree moves water 10 times higher than that, every single day. Scientists have been arguing about how it works for over a century, and nobody has proven the answer yet. First possible explanation is capillary action. You've seen this before. Dip a paper towel in water and it climbs up on its own. Water molecules grab onto the fibers and pull more water up behind them. The skinnier the tube, the higher the water goes. And trees have really skinny tubes. The xylem vessels inside a tree trunk can be thinner than a human hair. So that should work, right? Nope. Capillary action tops out at around 30 feet. After that, gravity wins. Redwoods are 12 times taller than that. So capillary action helps a little, but it's not doing the heavy lifting. Something else must be going on. The most popular explanation came from two scientists named Dixon and Joly back in 1895. Their idea was simple. Water isn't pushed up from below, it's pulled from above. Here's how it works. When sunlight heats a leaf, water escapes through tiny holes called stomata. But that water molecule was holding on to the one behind it, which was holding on to the next one, all the way down through the trunk to the roots. It's like a chain. When water evaporates at the top, it pulls the whole chain upward. Scientists call this cohesion tension theory. The water isn't being pushed, it's being stretched, like a rope being pulled tight. The pull inside some trees is 15 times stronger than the vacuum of space. That's like hanging a car from a thread of water. Water shouldn't be able to handle that kind of stress without breaking apart, but somehow it does. Cohesion tension is the textbook answer, but it has problems. Water under that much stress is unstable. Air bubbles should form and snap the chain, but they don't. Then in the 1990s, scientists ran experiments and found something weird. The water inside trees wasn't a single column, it was broken into separate sections. That means the water chain was already interrupted, yet water kept moving. Some trees even keep moving water at night, when there's almost no evaporation at all. So what's pulling the water then? The debate is ongoing. In 1923, an Indian physicist named Jagadis Chandra Bose came up with a totally different idea. Bose was a respected scientist whose instruments are still used today. He ran an experiment that shouldn't have worked. He took a stem, cut off the roots and leaves, then coated the whole thing in waterproof varnish. He put water at the bottom where it could enter, and the sap still rose, and fast. With no transpiration pulling from above and no roots pushing from below, water still moved up. His conclusion: this isn't just physics. Living cells are doing the work. Bose thought trees have something like a circulatory system, powered by rhythmic pulsations. Tiny cellular pumps squeezing and relaxing, pushing water upward. The catch? The tubes that carry water, the xylem, are actually dead. They're hollow, empty tubes. Dead pipes can't pump. So how could this work? Bose had an answer for that too. Bose built instruments to prove it. His electric probe could pick up tiny electrical pulses inside plant stems, and he found them. Signals pulsing in the living tissue just under the bark. He said these pulses work like a series of pumps stacked vertically, pushing water from one cell to the next. The dead xylem tubes aren't pumping anything. They're just containers storing the water. The real work is done by the living tissue around them. Think of how cilia push fluid around in your body, or how your heart pumps blood. Not one big pump at the bottom, but thousands of tiny pumps along the whole plant. The problem? Bose never explained what powers these pumps, and that's why his theory never caught on. Almost a century later, someone found a potential clue. Gerald Pollack, a professor at the University of Washington, wasn't studying trees. He was studying water, and he discovered something strange. When water touches certain surfaces, the kind that attract water, it forms a distinct zone near the surface. He called it the exclusion zone. This water is thicker, almost like a gel, and it has a slight negative charge. Here's the weird part. It responds to light. When infrared radiation hits this special water, the zone expands. Light makes it grow. Pollack thinks this could work as a pump that powers itself. Inside a tree's xylem vessels, surrounded by surfaces that attract water and soaked in sunlight, this effect could push water upward with no other energy needed. It's still theoretical, and many scientists think it's wrong. But it points to a possible energy source that nobody thought of before, the sun itself. So we have three theories, and none of them tell the whole story. The textbook answer, cohesion tension, works up to a point. Water molecules do stick together, and evaporation does pull. But it can't explain everything, especially when water keeps moving without evaporation. Bose's idea about rhythmic electrical signals in living cells sounds wild, but scientists have since proven that plants really do make electrical pulses. Whether those pulses actually pump water is still unknown. And Pollack's structured water theory points to light as an energy source, though most scientists still don't accept it. Maybe it takes all three working together. Maybe there's something else we haven't found yet. Every tall tree is doing something that looks impossible. Water rises nearly 400 feet against gravity through tubes thinner than a hair every single day. Trees figured this out hundreds of millions of years ago, and we're still catching up. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, you might as well subscribe.